Alrighty. Um, is this muted? I'm about to get echoed. About three, two, one. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the audio a little bit. I'll run this a little more, and I think we're ready to go. I just gotta plug out the streams to the various channels online, and then we'll be officially live with some FE Heroes. Pre-warning in advance, this is gonna be a short stream, like half hour, 20-ish minute stream. I want to do a stream this weekend for Hero Draws, if only to draw the heroes that I need to get the free draws taken care of for. And I felt, and even though there was other things I wanted to do tonight, like walk on the treadmill and maybe play some more Pokemon Let's Go to catch up in my game file, I felt like I should still stream anyways, because if I didn't do it now, I had the feeling that I wouldn't get around to it tomorrow, and it just get put on the back burner until I lost out on the free draws. So give me like 5 more minutes and just enjoy my units bashing the AIs while being AIs themselves over and over and over. Oh boy, maybe I won't be plugging out the streams, because it looks like I'm having an internet connection issue. Yeah. Kinda just... I guess I could try opening and closing Discord, or the reverse order, the reverse order, and see where it takes me. I got like 1,000,000 stamina potions, so if I gotta renew a stamina potion, then I gotta renew a stamina potion. And think I am... I know it's not complete. I know it's my computer end, or just too many devices connected to the internet network in general, because my phone is what's actually running the stream, and that is going perfectly fine, but seems like anything else that isn't the stream is as good as broken. So I'm gonna just disconnect my computer from the internet and reconnect it and hope nothing blows up. In the meantime, I might as well just chill and talk. I'll probably miss any chat messages until I get this working, but I can at least try. So, I think the big reason why I didn't stream like half an hour ago or so is because I was out playing Pokemon Go for maybe about a half hour or so. Because I didn't get out all day, so I wanted to make sure I spun and did my daily stop. And stopped by a friend's place to do some trades and got some pretty good stuff out of it, I'll admit. Just that the stuff that I traded to them was even better. Considering, like, I had a bunch of extra Entei's that I was just gonna transfer anyway, so I traded them for a little extra candy. one of them was an Entei, and it ended up being lucky for them. Grant, they traded me a shiny Pupitar in exchange for that Entei, so it's not like I got a terrible lucky Pokemon, just so low in level that I did not have enough candies to evolve and power it up enough to make it useful. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, looks like I was able to reconnect to Discord. So I'm gonna go on a banner and say that we are good to actually start drawing heroes after the next wave of the Tempest trial. It's kind of weird that I have just not been, for a week that I was determined to actually meet the Adventure Week threshold of 50 kilometers. I did not do so well. Like, I work Monday through Fridays, so I don't got too much time to walk afterwards. Did I at least save the message? I did. So, like, I was planning on just, my goal was to walk 5 kilometers Monday through Friday, even if I just topped it off on a treadmill. Oops, excuse me, I forgot my train. My computer is right there, sorry for the noise. So I was doing pretty well, getting at least 5 kilometers a day, Monday for Thursday. And that seemed like a low amount of walking to do to reach 50 kilometers in a single week. But my goal was to make up and do like maybe 9 kilometers or so, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to make up for it. And it just turned out not to work out that well. It was a sad, sad bust. And I'm not totally stalling for time while I put the last post on the last Patreon, or I mean Discord page. I don't think I've ever talked about it here. Probably because I never really felt like it was relevant, but I do have a Patreon. It's just over at patreon.com/my username. And I've been hesitant about promoting it as much because I'm very fickle with my work. But I have had like one contributor, and I have been making use out of the money that I've earned, quote, from Patreon to try to test out stream settings. I was trying to get Pokemon Go to work outside of my house using some mobile plan offer where my provider had where you could rent out internet for a short period of time, but that internet was apparently not strong enough to stream Pokemon Go, sadly. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to wait until I get a new phone, because I was thinking about switching providers then anyways, and see if I can just get an unlimited streaming plan. Maybe more expensive than a typical type of thing, but be worthwhile to do Pokemon Go. And I guess I bring all that up because I do take any money I earn from Patreon and invest it back into the content I create online, first and foremost. But I'm making things awkward on myself just talking about it. You guys are here to see some hero speed draw, and I am here to deliver on that. Looks like we got a lot of dragons. Like, why did they decide to show Salas with his clothes torn? I don't get that. I forget which one of these are better. I got the feeling that the children in Fire Emblem games always seem to be better than their parents for some reason, so I'm just gonna take a gander that the ability that I want is on the child unit. Not that I'm actually gonna get the banner, and it'd probably be bad for my luck if I did. I'm also thinking that I used up my luck in the Pokemon Go trades that I was doing earlier today, so no promises that I'll actually get anything fun on this hero draw. best case scenario for the sake of entertainment, not for my own sake, is that we have a whole set of Camelitas. That's the only amusing thing I can think of that will happen. Oh, I forgot that there's Tempest Trial here too. And I guess I'll go for Kolos, because I got the Chicken Dragon, but not for the character that actually matches up with Tempest Trial. It was a shame, because basically just had to quickly grind up for the first Azula, use some spare feathers I had to get it to be a 5-star unit, and just use that for my Tempest Trial grinding. I guess we're already at the point where I start spending orbs. But on what? On what? I have not gotten any of these characters yet, so I guess we'll do one free-for-all set and just see what comes out of it. As I was saying, I feel like I used up all my luck on Pokemon Go today, because, as I said, I did some trades after my walk. And I'm not going to complain about what I got out of the lucky trades from that. For those of you who don't know about lucky trades, in Pokemon Go, when you trade, there's a rare chance that Pokemon will turn into something called lucky. It's kind of like shiny, but without the color alteration. And honestly, it just makes the background sparkle a lot. And it does take less Stardust to power it up. So, in a lot of sense, it's more so for the novelty, but there is a benefit if you can get it with the right Pokemon. So, out of the trades I did, when we got lucky trades, it was when I received a Magikarp and a shiny Pupitar. Very nice Pokemon to get luckies of, but really low. They were really low level. So even though the Stardust that would take to power them up was reduced, it's still a bit of a hesitation of if it's actually worth trying to power them up, because one's a Pupitar, so I have to spend 100 candies just to evolve into a Tyranitar, and at that point, once I evolve it, I'm not gonna really have any candies left over to power it up. And the Magikarp is stupidly low level, and I got a couple good Gyarados already, so that's where my hesitation with that comes from. So nothing special, but I think this is a new character for my collection, and I don't even got that pleasure. So yeah, kind of lines up with what I'm talking about of how I used up all my luck today. So I probably shouldn't go for another set and save my orbs for when I actually am lucky. But I am talking like a madman, talking about luck and things actually lining up in that. Still though, I would go for another set if I had 20 orbs. I do not. So I think I am just gonna go for it. Oh, and friend just went live streaming. However, I don't think we really got anyone joining us right now, so I'm not sure if we should do rain. I did promise a half-hour stream, and since I record directly stream this to YouTube to make a video out of, that does mean I promised at least a bit of a filler after the hero draw. And I let a tap battle get away from me, didn't I? At least it renewed, and we can get a fresh start on this particular tap battle. We can start from an easy level and actually work our way up. And I can actually talk about things about worry about having total concentration. So, I feel like the way I do these is getting a little bit repetitive. I draw until I run out of orbs, and then I do either this or Tempest Battle or something that I can just put on Auto Battle. I'm kind of wondering if that actually is very entertaining for the viewers. So I'm kind of thinking about asking the people watching what they would prefer to have for post-hero drawing content if I do intend to extend the stream out a bit. I do like Tap Battle because it may not look entertaining and repetitive, but maybe just because I rarely actually give myself time to actually enjoy this game and actually play it, this is really fun to me. Some of the other stuff that actually requires strategy to actually do, I just don't think I can do too well. I'm just way too used to just setting my strongest armor units along with the character that gives me the point boost into Tempest Trial and grinding out orbs over and over and over. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like it when they do Tap Battle after hero drawing? Do you like Tempest Trial or some of the other modes? Do you have a preference of something else I can do within the game? So we don't end up having 10-hour or 10-minute stream / videos? I'll take in any and all feedback, and I'll try to implement it accordingly. Like, I'll take the feedback, try to find a good compromise between what people want and what I want, and make do with it from there. And I think we're getting a little bit of lag on my phone, which is a bit unfortunate, if I'm gonna be honest. A little bit sad to have to worry about that. How long have I been going for anyways? Do I have anything that will tell me how long? What do I do? What do I do? I want to have a decently sized stream, and I have low standards for stream length as is. So when can I drop what I'm doing to do a one-man raid on my friend? They're streaming a game that I kind of want to watch anyways. And I was gonna go on the treadmill after this to get some extra stuff for Pokemon Go after I was done streaming anyway, so it works out because I could probably just... I was gonna say it works out because I could just do it from watch it from my phone, but I think I may need to have my phone in my pocket in order for it to properly pick up steps, even with Adventure Sync on. I don't know, like, I talk a lot, like I know what I'm doing with Adventure Sync. I'm in the air. This is just like my future where I came from. It's all so familiar. That's weird. Fire Emblem Heroes. Are you implying that the canon area for Tempest Trial is a post-apocalyptic future? The same future that Lucina comes from? Because that honestly doesn't really make much sense with... I played Fire Emblem Awakening. I know enough of my Fire Emblem lore to know that sounds a little fishy. Yeah, what was I gonna say about treadmilling? Yeah. Like, I was actually gonna record... One of the things I was planning on doing this weekend is recording a little mini podcast. And I finished recording, like, the whole news over thing and that, but I stopped right before going into, like, the topic I wanted to do for the mini podcast, and it's all about Adventure Sync. I feel like I'm gonna talk like I know what I'm doing, but there's still a little bit uncertain. If I'm gonna be honest, there's still a little bit of uncertainty. What I know for sure is that, for me personally, when I have... After I set up Adventure Link, when I have the Pokemon Go app closed, like, on Android, I hit the button on the far right, and swipe Pokemon Go off the feed altogether, then put it in my pocket and go on the treadmill. It will pick up steps. It will sometimes pick up so many steps that I walk like an extra kilometer after my 2-kilometer egg hatches, because push notifications don't pop up as what's I don't know what the best term would be. Precise, the first thing that comes to mind, but for some reason it doesn't sound like it would fit. Second word that comes to mind, urgent, but I don't think, but that's even less accurate. I'll just say accurate. The push notifications aren't as precise as I would like, so I feel like I'm not always getting the most I can out of my steps, unless I put an egg that takes a long distance to walk intentionally. And I honestly don't want to do that because I want to focus on hatching these 2-kilometer eggs while this Pokemon Go event is going on. I think that's all I really want to say. Yeah, I got a lot to do this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the time to do it. Not that today was completely unproductive, it was just productive in different ways. Like, it's a lot of adulting today. Try to get a little bit familiar with the shenanigans of the world of insurances. Made a little revamping of my room, by which I mean just cleaning it out a little. And it feels like a revamp because whenever you're cleaning, it always seems like you make a bigger mess before you actually get it more clean when you're really cleaning. So it just felt like the day flew by before I could really get too much constructive done on the internet. That hour-long treadmill walk I did while trying to catch up on Let's Go probably didn't help any matters either. But speaking of which, I really want to get into Let's Going on the treadmill now, so I think I will begin my solo raid. For all you people watching in the future, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all for the next one. I know it might be hard because I did intentionally take out streaming from my schedule because I just didn't feel like I could do it consistently enough to put it on a schedule. But if at the very least you follow me on Twitch, you will get email notifications when I go live, and I will always try to tweet out when I'm streaming as early as I can. It may be as few as 10 minutes in advance like I did today, but it could be a couple hours in advance, it could be gaps, maybe a day or two in advance. It all just really depends. But I can promise that's the earliest, best way to get the most early notifications possible on my streaming schedule. And I'll see y'all later. Take care. Now 3, 2, 1, and begin the 5 countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1, charge! Did I hit the button?